Okay, I think I got knocked off. I'm not really sure why, but I'm gonna keep this quick. 10 minutes. Hey there, good to see you. Mac Kids Hollywood. Hey girl, I haven't seen you in a minute. Are we connected on Facebook? Because I can't remember. I know we're connected on Twitter, but I don't know. And hopefully you got my personal email address too. Mia_Redrick at findingdefinitions.com. So I've already done the scope. I just got knocked off. I don't even know why. I don't even know how. But I know that there were a couple of questions. So I thought I would come back, answer those questions. For those of you who had questions, we were talking about how to make the most of your coaching investment. I know a lot of you guys are going to be working with a coach in this new year in 2016. I wanted to make sure that I answered any questions you had around how do you choose who to work with, how do you know if a program is right for you? How do you work that program? How do you make that decision to make that investment? Because these are big investments, right? And the whole point is so that you can create an ROI. So are there any questions that you guys have for me about how to work with a coach, or maybe there's some programs you picked in the past and you didn't get what you needed out of the program? All right, so let me see. All right, if you guys will start to write your questions in here, then I will answer those. Just to recap what I talked about on the previous scope just a minute ago, how to get the most out of your coaching program. There are a couple of things that I suggest. One is set a goal when you are creating, when you decide to invest in a coaching program, set a goal with that investment. Why are you doing this program? What are you expecting the return to be as a result of doing this program? Meaning, do I want to know how to outsource? Do I want to know how to build my team? Do I want to know how to write a book or an ebook or do a course? What is your goal of doing the program? What's your return? What are you looking to get out of doing the program? All right. The other thing is you're going to utilize the accountability systems. You want to make sure that you're showing up, right? Like you show up for the accountability calls. You're showing up for inside the community, inside the private forums, whatever they are, so that you have access to what you're paying for. And so often we don't do that, right? We're a part of broadcast. I think this has something to do with low disk space. So hopefully this does not knock me off. But if it does, then I'm gone for the night. Okay, and then you have to do your homework, right? You got to do the homework that your coach is giving you so you can make sure you're implementing what you're learning, so that if you have any questions while you're using the program, you can get those answered in real time. All right, so sometimes people get lost because they're not doing the work. And if they're not doing the work, then they think sometimes the program isn't working for them when they're not working the program. Does that make sense? You got to do your homework. All right, and then you've got to forgive yourself, because inevitably there are going to be dips when you're in a program. Life happens. Sometimes you don't do the work. And when that's the case, just jump back in there, forgive yourself, and just say, okay, now's the time. I'm ready to do it. I'm going to forget what I didn't do, and I'm just going to jump in and do it. The door is always open, and that's what you've got to know. When you're investing, the door is always open, and no one's judging you but you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nicole. Forgive yourself. I love you so much. And then I suggest that you pay in full, because when you have skin in the game, you just perform differently. We all do. Okay. So paying in full might be that, maybe you can't pay in full right now, but maybe it's you sign the contract, right? That you commit yourself. And therefore, once you jump over that fence, you will perform differently. That's just how it is. And I want to make sure, did I forget anything? Right. That's it. Right. That's it. So, and I did mention just some sidebar things that you got to pay in full, that you're going to choose your coach based on what they're offering, what they're teaching you, not because you just saw them on the stage and they impressed you so much, right? You need to make sure the program they have for you is the program you need, right? It's going to give you that return. It's going to allow you to create the results you want. And so many people fall in love with personalities, but they never think about the program that they're signing up for. Does it meet your needs? Does it meet your needs? That's the only program you need. Okay. And, if you're like me, I want to make sure that if I'm hiring a coach, you see me. Okay. I don't want to work with someone that they're so important that I got to qualify for your time. I'm not into that. I've never been into that. And I've worked with my coach as the second wealthiest coach in the country, and I never had to qualify for a time. I had to invest, right, in order for me to be able to work with her. But she never made me feel unimportant or like she didn't know who I am. Are you kidding? Profit over personality. But people get into that. They want to lock arms with people that make them feel important and make them feel small. And you don't need that. You need to make sure your teachers are teaching you things that you need to know, that will change your future. And I'm on a mission. I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist. I support moms of life and business success. If you followed any of my past scopes, or if you want to, you can always catch me at catch.me, KATCH.me, to see my past scopes. And if you're interested in it, and if you're a business, you own a business, you're an author, you're a speaker, you're a coach, and you are interested in taking your ideas and monetizing them in some way, you're going to love what I talk about, because I like to create passive income strategies for moms using online content, digital strategy, taking what you know and selling it to other people, individuals, one-to-one, one-to-many, or to brands, right? And all the things that I teach, I have done. Now, I don't say it to impress you. I want you to know that the things that I'm going to talk to you about are the things I've actually done. And I will say that's another thing that's important when you're choosing your coach. You need to make sure that when people are telling you they have done stuff, they have done that stuff. Okay, you know how people will tell you that they've worked with brands, or that, that they have, done television, their television personality. Everybody is today, right? And, and I said yesterday, they're the person that was on Dr. Oz show in the audience with the itch. They were the person with the itch. They did take a picture with Dr. Oz, but they were not the expert on the show, and there's a difference, okay? And you need to know the difference. You need to make sure that what people are telling you is real. And you cannot just believe these slick and glossy websites today. See their professional resume, talk to some of their clients. If it's real, you should be able to talk to some people. That's what I think. If it's real, there should be a community of people that you can talk to. Or sometimes they're just getting started, but they still work with someone. So you need to make sure you get the quality of the content speaks volumes. You have excellent content. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just try to talk from my heart and just share with you what I wish someone would have told me. I was fortunate in that I didn't know anything about coaching. I didn't know anything about a coach at all. And I just went to a live event and ended up meeting this incredible coach who changed my entire world. And what I've learned over the years is that the way your coach makes money is the way you're going to make money. And what I mean by that is, if your coach is making their money speaking from one place to the next place to the next place, no problem with that. That's how you're going to make your money. So if they're telling you digital passive strategy, if that's not what they're doing, that is not how you're going to make your money. Now, the woman that I hired, Terry Levine, who I love, and I will shout out to the world forever, when I met her, she was taking off December, January, and February because she doesn't do winter. Okay, she doesn't do winter. If it gets too cold, she leaves, and she would pick up her business and go to Mexico. And I didn't know anybody did that. I still don't know anyone that does that, that had a business, they could leave like that. And I remember thinking, well, she could do that. She could teach me how to be a full-time entrepreneur. And I have been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 10 years, as well as my husband. Pat and I also own a commercial laundry business. Service-based business and a coaching business. So just so you know. And, I'm really proud about that because we've been a full-time entrepreneur. I'm young. I'm under 50 years old. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 10 years. I own my time, which to me is one of the greatest commodities in the world. And if you're a mom and you want to pick your kids up from school, you want to, and you're into that, then you'll love everything that I scope about because, I'm interested in that. But it always strikes me that my very first coach, my very first teacher, she owned her time. And everything she taught me how to do, digital strategy, online content, how to make money passively, was what she was doing. And guess who's home for the last 10 years? There you go. So the way your coach is making money is the way you're going to make money. And you just need to know that. There's no judgment about it. You just need to know that. Okay. All right. You just need to know that. You need to know that. So my storage is full, and I don't know if that knocks me off the phone or not. Were there any other questions that you guys had for me? Were there any other questions that you had for me? About coaching or how to choose your coach? Of course, I'd love to work with you. If you're looking for a coach, I've got several programs, coremomscoaching.com or themomsacademy.com. You can take a look at either one of those programs. One is Core Moms Coaching is an entrepreneurial-based coaching program, and you need to just check it out. And I'm on scope enough that if you look at it and it's something that resonates with you, let me know, and I'd love to talk to you about it. The Moms Academy, the same, themomsacademy.com. If you have questions for me directly, let me give you my personal email address. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a minute to take out you ready? It's Mia _ Redrick, REDRICK, at findingdefinitions.com, right? Mia _ Redrick at findingdefinitions.com is my personal email address. That's like if you have a question about coaching in some way, and that I didn't answer on this call, that you like, hey, look, I want to ask you this, I'll answer that for you. I usually try to be pretty good about that. Yes, owning your time is important. Let's all send up a bouquet of hearts. Thank you, guys. You're so sweet. Because the thing is, I think it's important to know how to hire a coach, because I just kind of lucked out, right? Like, I lucked out, but I did not know how to hire a coach. I just actually picked the right coach, but God picked the right coach for me, literally, okay? But sometimes you don't know, and I've seen so many people get burned by choosing people for the wrong reasons, or choosing programs that were not compatible with themselves, or choosing teachers because they thought, oh, you're famous and I should work with you. You need to choose the program that's right for your goals, and if you choose a program that's right for your goals, that's the right program for you. And it doesn't have to be a famous person teaching that. It needs to be a program that's structured in a way that speaks to what you need, okay? If it got frozen, the screen was frozen, I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea. Okay. So are there any other questions that you guys have for me before I sign off the scope about, coaching programs? Anything you've heard about coaching programs that you wanted me to answer for you? Anything? I like to make sure I answer all the questions before I sign off the scope. And that's why I'm here, right? So that you can get your questions answered. So, and if I don't know the answer, then I'll refer you to someone that does know the answer. Okay. For those of you who just joined, I'm Mia Redrick, the Mom Strategist, and I support moms with life and business success. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you for you guys who've just signed up for my newsletter. If you're not currently receiving my newsletter, you can at miaredrick.com. That's MIA Redrick, REDRICK.com. And if you're not a friend of mine, how much one-on-one do you offer with your programs? Okay, I'll answer that in a second. And if you're not one of my Facebook friends, that's where all of my personal action is, then you should friend me on Facebook and I'll friend you back, okay? If you friend me on Facebook, on my profile page, I'll friend you back. Not my fan page or anything like that, on my personal page, all right? So Mia Redrick, all right? So that's where all the action is always. All right, how much one-to-one? I'm sure that I could benefit from the systems that you've mastered. I will be purchasing your program. Perfect. Thank you. Well, I'd love to work with you, and let me know what, you're going to have questions. So look at Core Moms Coaching, and then look at the Moms Academy, and then see which one fits, and then email me, and then we can set up an appointment, and I can talk to you about, what your goals are, because we need to make sure it's a fit. And so for Core Moms, no one comes and signs up for Core Moms without me speaking to them. So I want to make sure that it's the right program for the right person. Okay? Okay. So that's it. In terms of one-to-one, what I will tell you is that Core Moms is a group coaching program, okay? And, but if you have, let's say Oprah's calling you, you didn't pay for one-to-one coaching, I'm going to call you. And I'm going to call you because I can call you, okay? Because my time is free. Inside the community, you can post also whatever it is that you're working on. I see all of my clients. I know what they're doing. I know what they're up to. I care about what they're doing. And I think Anitra wrote the other day, she said, it's a group coaching program, but it feels like a one-on-one coaching program. She said it on one of these scopes, like, two scopes ago. And Nikita, the same, was on the scope yesterday. So what I will say is that Core Moms is a group coaching program. There is no one-to-one time, but there is an open coaching call each month. And on that call, my clients can ask me whatever question they have about their business, and I'll answer their question or questions. And I don't get off the phone until all the questions are answered. So it's not a one-to-one coaching program, but it is a group coaching program. So did that answer your question, Nicole? Did that answer your question? Okay. Now I do offer also a package on miaredrick.com under Rock Your Business, and you'll see the coaching packages to work with me one-to-one. Typically, I recommend a 5-hour block, which is $2,400 to book one-to-one time. Most people think that's what they want. I think for the most part, if you're an entrepreneur, yes, I read them, just wanted clarity. Most people think they want that, and it's great. It's just that we need to make sure that that's the right program for you for one-to-one time, or like a VIP intensive or things like that. For the most part, if you're an entrepreneur and you need to learn how to market, you need to know how to brand, you want to know how to position yourself as an expert, you want to know how to get media. You want to know how to build your social media. You want to know how to build your team, like your VA team and things like that in your business. If you want to know how to create product, how to monetize your product, how to work with brands, typically the Core Moms coaching program is going to be everything you need from soup to nuts. You'll be able to get exactly what you need in that community. If one-to-one is really nice, if there's a specific thing you want to zone in on, and maybe you can't make the calls, then the one-on-one program is what I would recommend for you. But go to Core Moms Coaching and check it out, or go to miaredrick.com. You can see everything there, and then you'll be able to check out exactly what program is the right fit for you. And I'd love to support you. My clients do well. And I love my clients. I know my clients. They're great. So were there any other questions? Did I answer all the questions that were out here for you guys? Because I know everybody's setting goals for the new year, and I want to make sure that, no matter what you choose, whether you choose to work with me or someone else, that you choose the program that is right for you. And you got to choose programs that are right for you for the right reason so you can get results, right? It's like the right reason so you can get results. It's like a lot of R's in that. But that's true. And if you don't know to do that, and you choose people based on personality, sometimes you end up with the short end of the stick because you made this investment and it's not the right program for you. All right. Over the years, I've invested in so many programs, and most have been really good, so that I've invested in. But like I said, you got to play full out. And if you're going to do a program, why do a program and not do the work? You kidding? No. Do the program and do the work. Now, for any of you guys, that if any of you guys sign up for Core Moms, I would say this weekend, within the next 24 hours, then I'll bonus you a one-to-one call. And I charge $1,000 for a one-to-one call. So that's just something, just in case you just didn't know. I'm just telling you. All right. So I wanted to let you guys know. If you sign up for Core Moms, you have to email me, Mia_Redrick@findingdefinitions.com. And then I will honor that for you. Okay. So, all right. Were there any other questions for me? And that's so that you can set up your year. So we can set up your year, figure out what you're doing. Do you offer discovery calls? I do. The best package that I offer for a discovery call right now is the bit link that's on my Periscope. Is the best package that I can offer you, because a one-to-one call is $1,000. Okay. But if you book on that bit link, right, on my Periscope profile, it's $497. You get 3 months of coaching in the Moms Academy, and you get one 1-hour coaching call with me, one-to-one. One-to-one. And I put it there on Friday. I've sold 7 of them. And I always wonder, when people see you, do they really, do they dig deep? And most people don't, because really on the scopes, I've had hundreds of people see the scopes and 7 people order that particular package. But it's $497. And you get 3 months in the Moms Academy, which is not an entrepreneurial coaching program, but it is to help you move the needle in your life. It's a 1-hour coaching program. And you also get assigned accountability partners in our community. And you also get to have a one-to-one coaching call with me for 1 hour. Yep, I said it. Now the secret's out. There you go. Okay, so you'll see that there. It's $497. When you go to that page, you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And when you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see it right there. And I think it's called like a bonus or something like that. But, you got to ask and shall be given, seek and shall be found, knock and it shall open. You guys know how that goes. All right. Were there any other questions for me? Did this scope support you guys? And I'm sorry I got knocked off before. I don't even know what happened. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know. Okay. All right, I got a yes. All right. So again, I'm Mia Redrick, the mom strategist. I support moms with life and business success. Thank you so much. You can always make sure you're signing up on my newsletter, miaredrick.com, and make sure you friend me on Facebook if you haven't. And then if you have a question for me about any, coaching program I offer, email me directly at mia_redrick@findingdefinitions.com. Okay. I left you a message this AM on my phone. You called me? Did you call me? Did you call me? Do you have my number? You left me a message. Where did you leave me a message? On my voice message? My business voicemail? Where? Tell me. Oh, on that number. I'll check that number. Okay. On my business email. Okay, I can't wait. And did you leave your number? I will give you a call back. Okay, wonderful. So I can't wait to speak to you, Nicole. And you know I'm coming to Florida anyway, so you know how that is. The number on your website, yes. Okay, perfect. All right, so then I will see that number, and I'll go check that voice message and give you a buzz, okay? So if there are not any other questions, then I'm going to sign out and wish you guys an amazing evening, It's been wonderful speaking with you guys tonight, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Bye.